Hello everybody, welcome back to Arthenex Plays Europa Universalis for Random World. So it's been a couple days since I last played. Since then, Paradox has released a new patch. It's not a major content patch. It was the Women in History patch, if you're curious. But it did make a few changes. They reworked the way exploring worked. That's not going to affect me too much right now since I don't need to do a ton more exploring at the moment, but it will start affecting us later. And they changed a few of my ideas. So if we go and look at my my national ideas, so that's the same. This is now minus 0.05. I believe it was minus 0.03 before. That's the same. That's the same. That's the same. This is also minus 0.05 autonomy change, and it was also minus 0.03. And that's the same. So they changed a few of my ideas around. They rejiggered the way exploring works. And there might be a couple other more subtle changes that I'm not aware of yet. As far as we're going, we just finished off our war with Orleans and Kurland. We took a bunch of land from Kurland, a little bit of land from Orleans, and we vassalized, what is this country called again? Lüneburg. We vassalized Lüneburg, which has led us for the first time to have to deal with the vassal liberty desire mechanics. So what that tells us we need to do is start integrating our vassals post-haste. So we can do that. We can start with the massacre. We can integrate them immediately. It's going to cost 160 diplo power, and it's going to take 13 years because they're so big. It's probably going to take a little bit less than that because my modifier will run out after 4 years, and then I'll be able to do 3 more per month. So we're going to go ahead and do that. That is going to unfortunately drop us down to we'll see, we're only spending 1 a month on that. So we're only making one diplo point per month now. But we really need to get Massacre annexed as soon as possible. We got a ton of admin points. If we look up there, our Republican tradition is in a pretty good spot. So I'm going to go ahead and go back up to +2 stability rather than buy the next tech group. And we will buy the next tech group as soon as it comes up. Again, 538. So we don't have to spend any more on coring. Then we need to select a rival. So our only options are Oda, Münster, and Johor. Münster has already rivaled us. So I think I'm going to go ahead and rival them. It's a little bit dangerous because they're so powerful. But they don't have any land that's all that close to us right now, so we should be okay, hopefully. But it will help with the power projection. And now we can rival Johor or Oda. Well, Johor is our biggest ally, so we're not going to rival them. Oda, we could rival, but I'm not really planning on going. We actually have a border with them. I'm not planning on going after them in the immediate future. Although one of our vassals does have one of their provinces as a core. You know, I think I am actually going to rival them. I wasn't planning on it, but there's a pretty good chance we'll wind up going after them after all. I'm going to move some troops. So let's see. This is our trade fleet. This is our regular fleet. So I'm going to move some troops down to Africa to protect the colony that we're about to start up there. We have about 800 people in one of our North American colonies, which means that very shortly we are going to want to start a new colony. And that colony is going to be in Africa. So I set my timer for this episode. So we are going to want to have some troops down there to protect us. Now we do have some mercenaries, so we're going to merge up our troops. Get rid of our mercenaries. We should be pretty good on manpower. Although we're going to have to build some more troops as well. So I think I'm just going to keep the fleet together for simplicity's sake. So you guys go in here and we will split off. How many natives are down here? There are 5,000 natives down here. So I'm going to want to maybe 3,000 troops. Should be enough. So let's take 2 infantry and a cavalry. And we will put them on those transports to get sent down there. Okay, we got a loan that we're going to have to pay off relatively soon. We're going to want to rebuild our army back up. Our diplomats are kind of busy right now, so let's take this mission. That's this province. It already has 5 base tax and it produces wine, so this is looking like it could be a pretty valuable province. Of course, it'll get ceded to our colonial nation, but that's okay. We want them to have some good provinces as well. Alright, I think that's everything we need to do before we unpause. So let's, except we need to, oh yeah, they're already going back in there. Good. Alright, so let's go ahead and unpause. We'll probably get a bunch of pop-ups. Yeah. Okay, date Ravel Johor. That's fine. Did I manage to claim this province? I did not. Johor claimed it, but I have not. Well, my diplomats are busy. Alright. So we're going to put these guys on the ships and send the ships down to there. These guys can just wait here, I guess, for a bit. Okay, we got a bunch of... Oh my goodness. Wow. That seems like a bug. As soon as I started up the game, as soon as the month ticked over, now I've discovered almost the whole world. Wow. Well, this kind of thing can happen, you know, when the game gets updated in between sessions. So it's kind of unfortunate, because it's going to remove a lot of the exploration from the game. And I don't think I can hunt for the 7 cities anymore. Yeah, look at that. Even all of the interior of America has been discovered. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and push on, I think. It's unfortunate, but we weren't really going to have too much trouble. There is still a little bit, like, this is not explored yet. Look at that, even South Africa is explored. Huh. I wonder if it explored it for everybody in the world, all the countries in the game, or just for me. I guess I'll know if everybody starts colonizing. Well, we can kind of see what some of the superpowers are. Crimea has a lot of land in northern Russia, although they don't look... I don't know. I think Munster is probably still more powerful. Avignon is... or not Avignon, Avernay is... maybe... let's see. This country here... Malgandanio looks quite strong. Warsangali has all of Ming's old provinces. Hey, look, there's Byzantium. And they have provinces down here. That's interesting. Did they... Oh, look at that. They lost... They were an empire. They were really big, but it looks like they lost a bunch of their land here to Tyrone. Byzantium getting beat up on as usual. Wow, they had all of this. Look at that. They've lost all of this land. Looks like Wales is really a big country in Italy. Not too many other surprises. Looks like Avignon is the Aztecs in this game, and Ouchie is the Maya. Ouchie. Ouchie. That's a really funny country name. Okay, well, on we go, I guess. We won't need to worry about explorers or the exploration system. Well, if you want to see... Oh, military coalition. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I have a truce with Kurland, though. Huron, Potawatomi, Benin... Okay, just a bunch of tiny ones. I have a truce with Kurland, so they're the major. They would be the major contributor to a coalition. So I don't think I have too much to worry about, unless maybe if Oda joins, then I might actually be strong enough to trigger a war. You guys are. I'm gonna reset you. It doesn't look like they're moving. There we go. Okay, I've got a little bit of provincial unrest. Nothing too much to worry about. Massacre is up. You get 10%. I get 10% liberty desire from being annexed. So that could be an issue. You know what? Okay, I'm on Chokosabi. Oh, Afghanistan owns this province. I was gonna say this is the one I always like to colonize because, but it would be too far away anyway. Looks like have they been doing some colonizing? I don't think so. They just started with all of that. Well, I could just start colonizing Brazil. Can I reach the Caribbean? I actually can reach the Caribbean. Wow, that's a 9 base tax province. So that begs the question, do I want to even bother colonizing this? And I think the answer is still yes, because I still want to colonize South Africa at some point, and this is a lot closer to South Africa. And I think having a province here is pretty good. I think this is a pretty good province, even though it's only 2 base tax. Its isolated position. It's hard for people to fabricate claims on it, although not impossible. So I think I will still colonize it. It also makes a really good stepping stone for a lot of other countries, so I might as well try and grab it. I think I will. Yeah, I'll go ahead and finish this off. Because the new settler chance is quite high in this province right now. Okay, we need a new admin advisor. How much are we making? 14. So we can afford to get the level 2 guy. Sure, we'll grab a theologian. And we can do that, so we will do that. So we're one tech group away from our next idea group. What do we get for being ahead of time in administrative? I'm so rarely ahead of time in administrative, I don't even remember. Does it even show us? Is it up here? Okay. Lundberg has a religious civil disorder. Well, they're my vassal now. Do I have a leader? I do. Let's assign that leader. Maybe we can go ahead and take care of these rebels. Maybe that will help reduce their liberty desire, which is quite high. Yeah, it's still at 72%. We can go ahead and blockade that. These are just peasants, but somehow they lost to them. Pathetic. But unsurprising. We're 2 over our diplomatic relations cap. I don't suppose there's any reason for us to suffer attrition here. Alright, I'm going to kick it up to speed 3. So there's not too much going on right now. Kind of waiting for my money to recover before I hire a bunch more troops and think about going to war again. Oh, these guys have the same color as me. Yeah, they have the same color as me, as do these guys. Let's see. Who should we improve relations with? Alright, so we got a colonist back. Send him down there. And then no reason to improve relations with you, Massacre, but you I might think I'm gonna improve relations with Harar. See if I can get them to not be rebellious anymore. Jen Mayen started an offensive war against Pueblo. I really don't want you to take Pueblo because then I won't be able to annex you. Pueblo is allied with Bonbon and Haboyo, but I have to accept, otherwise I'll get a huge relations penalty. We should be able to win this. It's 8 heavies against and a light against 8 galleys. Unless they get reinforced. How much help do we want to be here? Who's the leader? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them lose this battle. And then go and take Lubeck myself. that should prevent them from sieging, from taking it themselves. It's kind of a dirty trick to pull. It's kind of what my ally did to me in that war against Potawatomi. And we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what the AI does in that situation. I suppose I should try and finish you off since you stopped right there. I don't actually want to vassalize these guys right now. Well, first of all, I have a ton of aggressive expansion towards them. Let's not do that. Tahomey of the Elephants. How's my coalition map will look now? Go ahead and go up there. Alright, I'm going to call you back and see if we can. Sin is only -7. They're plus 23 and they've joined the coalition. I'm going to improve relations with Sind. Maybe I can convince them not to join the coalition or to leave the coalition. We're up to 92 papal influence. I think I'm going to spend it on this. Getting to +3 stability would be very nice. Sin, sure. You currently hate me. Let's go ahead and grant military access to a bunch of people. How are our loan situations? Well, let's go ahead and repay this one. Nuremberg. Liberated our province, +20. How's your military, or your liberty desired? It's down below 70 at least. So we're getting there. Yeah, the maximum opinion reduction of this is 20%. And our negative diplomatic reputation modifier is not helping. Oh, or I could get a free stability from an event. Awesome. Let's go ahead and settle the center of trade province. Oh, Grand Bake's fisheries happened to us. Fish changes by -10, but salt increases by +10. I think we have some salt provinces. That's fish, cloth, grain, fish. So maybe we don't have salt provinces. It's unfortunate. We surpassed Oda, but we're at war, so we can't choose another rival. Eclipsed, I guess, is the better word to say than surpassed. The siege of Lubeck is certainly taking its sweet time. Sean. Another 2-province HRE minor. Well, the coalition is starting to get quite worrisome, actually. But I can't spare any more diplomats. Try and get Sind out of it. Sind is quite powerful. If I can remove them, I will be much less worried about it. Certainly not going to risk any more expressive expansion for the moment. Relations up to 85. Well, I'll go up to +100 with Sind. Or I change it. Yeah, my vassals aren't going to be much help in these wars either. So let's go back up to speed 3. New mission? No, I don't want to risk the expansion for claiming my rival's province. Become the papal controller. Tempting, but it's too much randomness to actually take that mission. Doomsday is now upon them. Alright, who else is in our coalition and is powerful? What about these guys? They're already at +97. Can't improve relations with them anymore. These guys are apparently losing a war, so I'm not too worried about them. Alright, what about these guys? I thought I called you back. Can improve relations with them. Okay, our colony started down there. The siege still hasn't fallen, huh? There it goes. We We finished coring our Danish provinces. We can move you back to there. Yes. Sounds good. Who else am I at war with here? Bourbon and Hoboyo. So Bourbon and Hoboyo. Yeah, don't really care. That's my war exhaustion. Alright, it's non-existent. I have the idea. I have national pride, so don't really have to worry about war exhaustion. So yeah, I'm just going to sit on this territory until the war ends. Whenever that is. The Navy is up here. I can try and catch them. They're going to land troops in my vassal's territory. 3,000 men. Well, my vassal should be able to take care of that. Except I'm going to sink their navy before they can. This is going to increase, right? Yeah, the war girl is Lubeck. What's the... yeah, +4 on the battles. Yep. Alright. Jan Mayen will eventually accept peace. If I need to, I can always peace out with Lubeck. These guys have the same color as me too. Well, let's see. Any rich provinces around here that I'm going to want to go for? In Canada? Any of these? That's 4 base tax. That's an important center of trade, too. I had no idea. Hudson Bay. Oh, there's another one up here. Winnipeg. Important inland center of trade. Hudson Bay isn't super critical to control since it all goes out to the Gulf of St. Since it goes to the Gulf of St. Lawrence. Gulf of St. Lawrence is obviously much more important. But it's worth remembering. Not seeing too much here. Just kind of normal 2 through 4. Oh, that was a 6. Calusia, that's a 6. It's worth going for. There's a 7 and an 8. A 5. And that's a 9. What about any of these? Nothing special that I can see so far. There's a 5. Four. Oh, this is an 8. Yeah, okay, so 6. There's some good ones in Cuba, Trinidad. Yeah, definitely some provinces worth going for. I might try and get a Caribbean nation going next. Oh, this is actually a country. Jamaica. Belongs to Oyo. Who's your capital? Can I walk there currently? No, I can get military access from these guys though. I don't want to lose the prestige. Okay, you can go back to Sean and continue to improve relations. Try and convince them that I really don't mean any harm by taking this land from Curland. We can get a new military idea. We are 4 years ahead of time on military. Sure, let's grab it. Plus 10% cavalry combat ability. And plus 0.05 yearly inflation reduction. Which should help our economy. Okay. Let's see, we should probably build up our army again. What do we have? 5, 1, 3. So 9, 3, 4. 9, 3, 4. Let's build one more cavalry. 2 more artillery. Now 9, 4, 6. 2 more artillery. 9, 4, 8. 3 more infantry. Excellent. That is exactly what I wanted to have happen. They pieced out. Do we have a new rival that we can pick? Who is this from? Oh, yes. We can pick Conga. Where are they? Congra. Oh. Or we can repick Oda. Let's repick Oda. Improved defenses in Holland. We can do that. I like these little gain army tradition missions. Army tradition is quite good and it's quite hard to come by. Yes. Sounds good. So, oh, our modifier expired. Does that mean, yeah, our diplomatic reputation is back up to +2, so we should be pretty rapidly annexing these guys. Yeah, 4 per month instead of 1. So 3 years, January 17, 15. If I was going to annex you, good. Our diplomats, oh, that's Sean, not Sind. Or 1 more month. Sean, are you still outraged? Are you still outraged? It's only +42, I'm kind of surprised. Ardalan, alright, coalition is shrinking again. Before our truce timer came up. I was going to check and see. So this is January 15, 17. I'd like to finish this at exactly the same time. Oh, I'm looking on Arabia. This is, yeah. So it's only going to cost me 40. So I want to wait till I'm 40 short, which won't happen for a long time. Okay. Why don't you stay there? Iron. Really? Iron from the desert. Okay. I'm not complaining too much. Iron is, yeah, it has a pretty good price. It's worth 3. Not that I'm ever really going to collect the trade value of that province, but still. Could have been a lot worse. We will eventually want to vassalize you. How is your... We only have a +34 on improved relations, so let's go ahead and improve relations with Jan Mayen here. Ooh, that's bad for them. All right. Alright, and there's my timer. So not a super eventful episode. We're just kind of recovering. Our army is built back up, but my aggressive expansion is still pretty high. Is Oda in the coalition? Oda's not in the coalition against me. I can't check and see. Let's just for a second here. Oh, this is max out. I might as well pull them back. Yeah, I can use a Harar goal. Oh, if I do this right now... Well, the problem is Johor might get called in later. Sind, Champasak, Funge. Am I ready to go to war right now? Well, I will think about that. In the meantime, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please consider liking the video. And of course, if you want to see how this turns out, subscribe to the channel as well. Either way, I hope you all have a terrific day.